Welcome to Wisdom Nugget 29. Listen and be blessed.
Hallelujah. Hallelujah. This is Joe Papa coming your way with Wisdom Nuggets. Today we shall be looking at what I've captioned, Understanding the Pardon of the Sovereign God. 2 Kings chapter 5, verse 17 to 18. And Naaman said, Shall there not then, I pray thee, be given to thy servant 2 mules burden of earth? For thy servant will henceforth offer neither burnt offering nor sacrifice unto other gods, but unto the Lord. In this thing the Lord pardon thy servant, that when my master goeth into the house of Rimmon to worship there, and he leaned on my hand, and I bow myself in the house of Rimmon, when I bow down myself in the house of Rimmon, the Lord pardon thy servant in this thing. Matthew chapter 12, verse 1 to 4, and then I will jump to verse 7. At that time, Jesus went on the Sabbath day through the corn, and his disciples were unhungered, and began to pluck the ears of corn and to eat. But when the Pharisees saw it, they said unto him, Behold, thy servants do that which is not lawful to do upon the Sabbath day. But he said unto them, Have you not read what David did when he was unhungered, and they that were with him, how he entered into the house of God and did eat the shewbread, which was not lawful for him to eat, neither for them which were with him, but only for the priests? Verse 7. But if he had known what this meaneth, I will have mercy and not sacrifice, you will not have condemned the guiltless. Presidents and kings can give pardon to offenders of the law to allow them to escape the full rigors of the law, making an exception to the rule. In the same vein, the sovereign God pardons people who break biblical laws based on his own discretion and the extent of the relationship he has with these lawbreakers. Naaman asked for the pardon of God in advance, knowing well that he will be put in a tight corner as he returns to Syria to serve the king. David ate the shewbread with his men but escaped the wrath of God. Uzzah touched the ark of God and was smitten by God. The men of Beth-Shemesh looked into the ark of God and were smitten by God as well. In Exodus chapter 33 verse 19, God said, I will be gracious to whom I will be gracious, and will show mercy on whom I will show mercy. God still shows mercy and pardons people from experiencing the consequences of their disobedience to the law of God. We may have read some things in the Bible with heavyweight consequences for the offenders, but it will surprise you to know that not all offenders will experience the consequences, because God still pardons people. Since God has the sole prerogative to pardon whom he wants to pardon, and we have no visibility into whom God decides to pardon, no one has the right to judge and condemn anyone who breaks God's law. The person you think is guilty before your own eyes may be guiltless before God, because he has already been pardoned by God, as it happened to David. So Matthew chapter 7 verse 1 says, Judge not that ye be not judged. Luke chapter 6 verse 37 also says, Judge not, and ye shall not be judged. Condemn not, and ye shall not be condemned. Jesus said to that young man, Who made me a judge over you? God still pardons people like he did to David. May the Lord give you understanding. Remain ever blessed.